Hello, we're here. Okay, it's that. The Can You Beat event. I've been talking about it for ages and ages. I've been hyping up as well as I can. It's here. It's Monday. It's 7:30, and I'm not alone. I've got TK with me. How you doing, TK?
I'm doing very well. Looking forward to this event. Like you said, you've been hyping it up for weeks. We've known what's been going on behind the scenes. And now to see it come all into fruition, I am very excited.
It's awesome, right? So happy to be here. We have a bunch of cool creators. I'm going to fire through this a little quite quickly because I want to start the race for 7:30 in roughly about 13 minutes. We've got a bunch of the creators in. We won't keep them there too long. But what we need to do is we need to tell you the lineup, and we also need to do our community drivers spinny wheel event, which I will be making as brutal as possible. I'm sorry, you know I will.
Yeah, we've got some very big names here. Of course, the Tier 1 PSGL driver Shanaka Clay leading this grid of creators away is Alex Gillen and Unstop Rob alongside them as well. Infratic and GB68 as well. Very household names in the content creator world. Safso joins us, as does El Taco Man, F1 Alex TTV, one of the F2 drivers for Creator Series, alongside Berserk Gunter. So a real nice mix of drivers here.
Yeah, so happy. Honestly, the channel's a bit stupefied we were able to get this many people in, but awesome, what a cool idea. Essentially, what is going to happen is Shanaka Clay is very, very fast. Where at the start of the race, he'll be taking a drive-through penalty, and then he will have to do that extra penalty. We're thinking it's probably going to be about 20-25 seconds. We will see what happens with that. So it's really cool, like, Shanaka with the drive-through. What I'm worried about is everyone just going to absolutely smash themselves into each other and give a safety car right away? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, it's going to be a really interesting one to keep an eye out for. Obviously, that drive-through and the time penalty for Shanaka as well.
Yeah,
will really come into things later on in the race. But I think for the initial kind of start, you've got the guys like Infratic, Rob, El Taco, very quick content creators as well to watch out for. So the community will really have to try and kind of blend in to those big names.
Yeah, exactly. And joining us, I think, is Shanaka Clay as well. Okay, or is it... First question, how do we say your name, please? Educate us all.
It's Shanaka.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not offended whatsoever. Everyone gets it wrong, so yeah, Shanaka.
I love it. Okay, you heard it here first, folks. Shanaka. Mate, first off, thanks so much for doing this. Thanks so much for being the esport driver. Been buzzing for this. I'm really curious to see how well you do, just to see how fast these content creators are. Have you done anything like this before?
No, not at all. It's a completely different concept. It's an interesting format, so I'm excited to give it a try. I don't see myself winning this race unless I absolutely peak. But you know, I think a top 10 is on the cards, maybe as a potential aim. So yeah, let's see how we do. But it's probably going to be a big mess. So all predictions will probably go out the window soon.
Yeah, but the big mess might suit you, right? TK, what are you thinking?
I think, like you said, a top 10 will be respectable around this grid. There's a lot of fast drivers here this afternoon. And obviously starting from the back with the penalty. So we'll wait and see what does happen. Obviously the track not been revealed yet. So everyone kind of not necessarily too optimistic at the moment.
Well, talking about the track, Shanaka, could you be the one to please tell us what track you've chosen for tonight? It was all yours.
Yeah, do we have a drum roll?
Yeah, I got you.
Sound effects here somewhere?
It's bare bones here, mate.
At Brazil.
Oh, yes, we will be. We'll be going to Brazil. A very famous track, right? Everyone should know this track. So, and it's a very short track as well. I was quite surprised when you said this, but I'm like really excited because I think it's a great track. But why did you choose Brazil?
Yeah, I think it's an interesting one. I think it's a track of a lot of variability and a lot of chaos can happen here. Maybe something that I'll be praying for later. And there were definitely stronger tracks for the format, but you know, I didn't want to put all of the cards in my favor, but at the same time, I don't want to choose somewhere like Silverstone that has a crazy long pit lane loss. So yeah, I thought I'd go for a nice balanced one in the middle, hopefully. But yeah, let's see how it turns out.
I like it. Well, look, thanks so much for jumping in. You go back to the cool chat with all the cool people, and we'll just shout about you guys for the next hour. And honestly, Shanaka, thanks so much, mate. Honestly, a legend.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Just for Ricardo, yeah, asking a very good question in the chat. Basically, I will be doing these roughly about once a month, where I'll be trying to bring some of the best esport drivers in the world into the lobby with some of the coolest F1 content creators, and we'll usually try and keep it about half and half between creators and community drivers. You can join the Discord, wait for me to put up my next event. I'm already planning the next one, but I had to kind of wait and see if this was going to be a success or not. And look, TK, some of these names, right? We've been watching these guys for we've been watching them for a while, and I'm just like, what are they doing here?
Oh, I'll say this to you before we started this event and before we started the Formula 2 Creator Series event a good few weeks ago. It is really bizarre seeing these guys that I've watched probably all throughout my teen years and later teen years do the F1 content, do the racing and everything associated with it, to then be commentating on them, inviting them into a lobby to race alongside. It's a little bit mental, if you ask me.
Cool. I love it. It's banging. We have people out. This is it.
We do.
Ready?
Everyone on the intermediate, apart from Snakey at the moment, sat in the pits on soft tyres, so potentially going to wait till the end. But Shanaka has headed out.
Oh, well, we're going to obviously keep an eye on him for that. Right, so yeah, obviously Snakey's thinking that he's going to just wait it out a little bit. But here's what I'm thinking. You now don't know what the race is going to be like, right? Wet to start race, turn and dry quickly. It's supposed to dry up, I suppose. But you never know what's going to go wrong, right? You never know what's going to happen. So, exactly. I don't know. Like, at least they're going out there now and getting a run in.
Exactly. Hopefully, first few lap times being set. It's AERL Freddy who does begin the first of the timed laps here round Brazil. Down towards turn 4 they run now in the beautiful Red Bull liveried car. A little bit of a run off there at turn 4. We're keeping the car stable, and that's going to be so important in the wet here, as we did pass a car on the grass. I think it was one of the Hasses, I believe it was Glue.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. We will see what mystery and drama happen in this race tonight. If there's any audios that are not right, by the way, guys, let me know. Everything should be fine, but just let us know. Yellow flags, just slow drivers. Everyone getting ready. Freddy on a good lap, though, looking to be good. He is the first out. He isn't that Red Bull car. Will that give him some any extra luck, or will it be a curse? You know, I've seen that.
Well, you never know. It could all come crashing down on him. He's slowed out, though, on the final few corners, deciding not to run with it this time. So
interesting.
He's backed out.
That's very interesting as well. We'll jump on board with Shanaka. I'm getting there. It's getting there. It's rolling off the tongue more. I like this. I'm getting there. Like, so what? How fast? Like, obviously it's going to be fast. How fast are we talking? Do you think he's going to be a second clear? 2 seconds? Like half a second?
Well, I think the key detail will be whether the track dries up as much as the drivers are potentially expecting it to. We have got drivers preemptively putting the soft tyres on, but waiting till the end, as we have got lap times starting to come in, 1:16.6, 1:16.7 for Shuriken and Rosberg respectively. So a lot of drivers here just
very
finding
close.
their feet in the wet.
This was all got a bit chaotic with this Red Bull. Who's in the Red Bull? Is that him and Alex?
Racing Shanaka here in
love
the qualifying session.
Is that
this is Alex Gillen. It's Alex Gillen.
Yeah, I was thinking like this. I was like, oh god, please don't be someone trying to kill him. But that's fine. We can have that. We'll see. They're all talking together and all slating each other and saying who's the fastest. It's honestly, it's like a pissing contest, I'm sure, in there at this moment in time. I will get rid of that transition noise. I'm sorry. I don't know why there's a sound, but I don't know where it is. But I'll figure it out. Okay, I will do less transitions.
Other drivers starting lap times. Alex Gillen actually was on a competitive lap time on that battling attempt with Shanaka.
No way.
Shanaka also on attempt. We got a Williams parked up at the side of the road there. I think that was Marshall Snake. Potentially it was indeed, just letting some other drivers past. But it is chaos here in Brazil as things stand. Snakey does set the fastest lap, 3/10 clear of Rosberg in second. Safso, one of the creators, actually sneaking in with a 1:16.6. And I don't think it's going to be able to commentate this like a normal F1 event, are we, Scott?
No. This is F1 Scott event. Like, this is just going to be one of these crazy scenarios. Okay, we're allowed to say fuck as well. Hello, welcome. We can do that. It's a little bit different than the other events you might see, but you know what? Like, as long as everyone's having fun, that's all we want to see. Is we just want to see a banging race. We want to see some. Oh
no!
No!
Between DB and Glue. I don't think the Glue will stick this one back together, though.
Oh my god! This
Oh,
was
yeah,
one of my
Shanaka-
fears. Oh, wow.
Shanakin's gone fucking quick.
What is that?
That is 8/10 clear of
What
anybody
is that?
at the moment.
He needs to uninstall those grips, man. What is that?
You can't be throwing accusations like that around at the moment.
I'm kidding. Oh my goodness, that is insane. I genuinely cannot believe what's just happened. Glue and GB, the Aston and the Haas, are now going to be at the back. That is. I'm sure I'll find out. I'll be told exactly what that was. I'll be like, yeah. By the way, Nightbots came up for TK social media, co-coms tonight. Click on that link tree, take you to all this stuff, get them followed.
I wasn't expecting that. That's actually genuinely really sweet. So thank you.
I got you, mate. I got you. Right, okay. Who should I watch? Let's do this.
That's a very good question. Let's go on board where they'll Taka Man find himself down in P16 at the moment, heading around the final few corners. Quite a lot of traffic in front of him, including Shanaka Clay.
Okay, but he's fast, and we were speaking to Tackle just before the stream, and you forget how nice he is. Like, sometimes we're all kind of caught busy doing our own streams and stuff, so whenever we do see each other, it's not for the most time, but just a few minutes talking to this guy is so nice, right?
Yeah, really wholesome guy, and actually someone I would love to get to know more as Alex Gillen.
Wait, what's happening here? What is...
Is that into the pitch, surely?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So Red Bull's causing chaos with the Alfa Romeos. Alex Gillen comes off worse, so he'll be starting minimum of P17 at the moment.
What? Alex trolling.
GB and Glue.
I can't believe what was that, right?
I didn't manage to catch it. That's the worst thing. I just saw the penalty pop up.
Yeah. We caught up right on the view. We got the whole thing, but I wasn't really paying attention. Do you know that way when you're watching, but are you really watching? I don't know if GB was off the track. I don't know if Glue just lost it. Like, I don't know.
I don't think anyone's gonna just lose it around this circuit. It's gonna be creators causing carnage in Interlagos. And a lot of drivers still not set a lap time. I think 3 drivers still deciding they're going to wait out for potentially a dry period. Rain saying now it's going to rain all the time.
Oh.
So maybe no soft running in this qualifying session.
Okay, but it certainly looks like it's drying. Like, I don't see... Let's jump on board. I don't see rain at all.
So it's saying softs are on that transition now, so...
Oh no, look at that. Freddy, 114.2. This track's getting fast.
DRS enabled. There we go.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. So, okay, this is good. This is going to be a good qualifying. As we see WHF Arrow going second fastest, but still very far off. Very far off as well. We get Craggy who's on a run, I think, as well.
Yeah, a lot of drivers just heading out. I'm going to go on board with Safso, one of our creators, just starting a lap, but still on the intermediates. I think he's been a little bit caught out by this weather change. Obviously, the DRS becoming enabled, so it's probably dry enough to run the dry tyres. We still see a little bit of rain on the track, but definitely drying up and drying up quickly.
Yeah, no, it's actually quite cool. We're seeing in the chat, Dragon, thank you. GB fucked up his pit exit and didn't ghost while Glue was on a lap. So it looks like it might have just been an unfortunate feature. We all know what we mean when I say feature.
It's not a bug, it's a feature, ladies and gentlemen. Going back to our SRC commentary with myself and Alex Heron in the booth for the social races.
It's the best thing I've heard in a comms. Like, it's great. It's like you can just say it's a feature.
We're trying to convince Yorick to put it on a mug, but it's Freddie going fastest at the moment, immediately beaten by Craigie. Still intermediate runners though. 13.7s is what we're seeing. I reckon we'll see under the 10s once we stick some dry tyres on here.
Oh yeah, exactly. And what's good is I think the track will be completely dry by the end, so we're going to see what qualifying times actually some of these people can do. Look at that, Sapso 1:12.8. It's just by the minute it's getting a second faster. Like, we get 8 minutes left. Like, okay, nice weather, TK.
Yeah, it's going out rather well if you ask me. But according to our data, 4 seconds quicker is what the soft tyres are running now compared to the intermediates, and pretty much half the field out on an outlap, all their hot lap attempts here.
Yeah, definitely. We'll keep on board. We see Shanaka getting ready for those soft tires. I'm so curious to see what a tier 1 guy is going to put in for Brazil. Like, I think me, GB clipping race clips. Oh, I don't know if I'm at the stage of being able to have clipbook yet, but that could be fun next time. But I'll see what I can do between the qualifying and the race and see if there's any time to get that. But sometimes these do go quite quite quick between the two. But we see just how much he'll be getting the tires up, he'll be getting ready. He'll be just burning all that extra fuel for that final attempt. So, TK, what time are you thinking? What time are you thinking?
I think it's going to be 1.7s or 1.8s, potentially really low, quick times here around Brazil if Shanaka can really kind of link up that lap. Alex Gillen, though, I think will be the first driver out on the soft tyres to set a hot lap as they come around the final corner here.
Okay.
Up to the top, that DRS will open for the Red Bull. And unlike Saudi Arabia the weekend, they can use all that one-off on the left-hand side across the line. The Red Bull comes, and it's a 1:08.6 for the Red Bull driver. Those times, indeed, over 4 seconds quicker.
Okay, very nice. But Rosberg straight away, 108.6, beating that as well by about 800ths of a second. They're very close as we see Shanaka is just coming into sector 2 now. I'll be very curious to see. We're just going to keep on board from him. He is the man of the hour, so we might as well just watch this and just enjoy it and see what difference it really is. Rob, unstopped Rob, the F2 Career Series champion, coming in pole, but then getting immediately taken by Shuriken. We're into the low 108s now, 108.4, but we get Shanaka coming through the final corner.
Yeah, heading up to that long left-hander, the last braking zone on this Brazil circuit. Round up to the top now. Snaky does go provisional pole with a 108.2, but what can Shanaka do as he comes across? The DRS gets activated for that Alfa Romeo Sauber car up towards the line, sticking as close to the left as he can. And it's, oh my goodness, Shanaka, what are you doing to us? It's a 107.1, 1.1 seconds quicker than anybody else on this racetrack.
That's not even right. That's not even right, is it? That's mad. That's so good.
I am questioning so many life choices right now.
It just goes to show, right? Like, that's not even a final run as well. Like, what a time. Let's see what Taco Man's doing as we jump on board. Coming in for a time. I don't think he's going to reach the 7s. But he will reach the 8s. 108.6 puts him in 5th place.
Yeah, respectable time for the Haas driver there. It's mid to front pack, and I think that's going to be happy for him. Smoking chat saying Shanaka getting his Max Verstappen feeling.
Yeah.
If Max Verstappen feels like this every weekend out, it would get boring real quick. But I'm on board with Infratic coming around the final few corners now. He hasn't set a lap time yet, so let's see what he can do as he comes up to the line.
Okay, what's it going to be? We need 108s if he wants to be competitive here. Oh, 108.3, puts himself in 3rd. That's nice. That's nice. He'll be happy about that. That puts himself in a good position for the race. Because what will be happening is Shanaka at the right at the start of the race will be jumping the lights, and he'll be getting that drive-through penalty. So right now, Snaky is actually on pole in that regard. So Infratic being on that front row, technically, that's awesome.
Yeah, Snebby as well saying he was in P4. He should have red flagged it then. No red flags here for the session, obviously, due to their lovely features within the game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not something our drivers will have to worry out for. But ARO and Berserk Gunter rather towards the back of the grid at the moment. Maybe just looking to improve.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe let's check what that run. It might have been it was intermediate tires done that run. So this is on the soft tires. He's leaving at a weird time. This might be his final run due to time. He might get back in time. I don't know. It'll be very close, but I don't think so. So like really, this is probably now or never. Where do you want to be when you start a Brazil race? You know, do you want to be at the back? Do you want to be like some races like maybe Baku and stuff in Vegas? Sometimes it can suit you being at the back. What's Brazil like?
I think it's a really, a lot goes down to kind of driver preference. If you start at the rear of the pack, you almost have a bit of a downwards curve. You've got to go up the hill before you go over the crest towards the center S's. And that can really mess with the driver. You kind of go over it blind. So if there's any incidents into turn 1, that can really kind of cause you to get distracted as you head through that section. Obviously, starting at the front is always going to be favourable, as we do see Marshall's Nate going rather loosey-goosey in the final few corners.
No idea what he's done like 3 laps in the inters. I don't know what he's doing, but he's in a world of his own. I love it. As we see, basically
he's enjoying himself.
Yeah, he's enjoying himself. Hey, I would be too if I was in this lobby as well. Just saying. Shanzi, how you doing? Wait, is that TK on comms? It is TK Smithy. Me and TK.
Hello. How is everyone doing?
Hello. We're good. Well, yeah, I just turned it on for us there. Basically, while everyone, no one's on a lap right now. They're all coming back in. Like, how are you feeling so far about qualifying? I still kind of go over that time. Like, it's like I don't think I've ever seen a 106. Like, do you think he's doing that?
I think he's doing a 106 here.
I don't think I've seen that. Let's get back in. Awesome. Right. This is it, TK. The final part of qualifying. It's so important. Who are we looking at?
Well, I'm on board with Alex Gillen, the destructor, as we like to call him, having a little bit of chaos with Shanaka right at the start of this session. Finds himself in P8 as things stand, 108.6. So not a horrible lap time by any means, but he is improving catastrophically through Sector 1 on this lap attempt to 16.9. Through these first few corners, Freddie somehow binned it into a wall further back, so we won't pay much attention to that. So has Coy out of turn 1. But Alex Gillen will focus on him still through to the top here. The right-hander is so cautious for the Rebel drive. He doesn't seem to want to put the power down, but we'll see what his timing is as he heads through Sector 2. This could be an interesting split for himself. Waiting for it to come between his Purple Sector 2 and Purple Sector 1, according to my lap times, as people start to retire. But Alex Gillen will be nowhere near the front step of this podium, I fear.
No, well, he's coming through. What's that going to be? It must be quick enough. What it was going to be a 1.7.8. Oof. Okay, Alex Gillen taking the provisional pole right now. That's quite cool, but it just really goes to show, right? We know Alex Gillen's fast. That goes to show just the sheer pace of these PSGL Tier 1 people. What is that?
Indeed, that's a ridiculous lap time on board. Marshall Snake coming around the final few corners. Across the line he goes. He improves up into P13.
Whoops.
Next across the line will be our F2 Creator Series champion, Rob. We'll go on board with him. DRS Open for the Alpine. Of course, this is where it really comes down to it. Checkered flag waving in 1 second. It's out now, so no one else can start another lap time. Rob can't improve. Stays 6th for himself. McLaren across the line for Craigie. He's up into 5th. Safso now across the line from P15. Where can he go? He's up into P4 now. Shuriken across the line. He's up into 3rd. It's WHF across the line. He can't improve, I don't think. He's up into P9. El Taco Man now across the line. He doesn't improve. Snaky across the line. He improves up into P3, so second row of the grid for himself. Sorry to just keep going with this. But
Keep
Rosberg
going.
across the line for himself. What can he put down? P12 at the moment. Can he improve? No, he can't. It's P12 for the McLaren driver. Rebel coming round next will be Alex Gillen, but he's into the pits. And I think that is everyone.
That's it. Oh my goodness. Shanaka with a 1.7.1. Alex in 2nd place. 3rd Snaky. 4th Shuriken. Fair play to Shuriken. Look at those guys, all in the 1.7s. Love to see it. I still think a 1.06 is definitely possible out there. Give me 1 second. We're just going to get everything set up for the race. I did lose the chat there while I was fixing everything, so let me just fix that for there, and we should be back to go. Cool. Let's do it. It's going to be a race. Everyone's coming in. It's going to be so cool. Bam, it is all equal performance.
I'll get Snowy an invite in just a second. Apparently he did have a bug feature where he is out of the session at the moment.
Thank you very much.
As we just watched the Williams deciding to park up.
I don't know what that was, but there we go. Oh, okay. So Shanaka in 1st. Alex Gillen with a 5-place grid penalty. That will be for him for his antics. So Snaky's actually going to start technically 1st when Shanaka does his drive-through. Shuri 4th. Yeah, remember. So Safso 5th. Safso 5th. Infratic 6th. Craggy 7th. 8th Rob. Very interesting to see. Let's see. He has good race pace though. He has very good race pace. And leading out, TK, let us know who is leading out for the rest.
Arrow takes P9. F1 Alex takes P10 here. According to chat, will be the first one to bid it out of turn 1 as well. So not high hopes from your chat for F1 Alex. El Taco Man just behind himself. It's the McLaren and an Alpine, I believe, of I don't know. It's Corey Fall behind him. The Aston Martin. It's then Freddie, then Snevy, then GB, and it will be Glue starting last. He couldn't hold his car together. He wasn't sticky enough. And does find himself in last place.
Indeed, as we're seeing them all getting ready for the race, I'm so excited for this. We don't want to miss this. So hopefully Shanaka gets the drive-through penalty right. If that doesn't right, we'll figure it out, and we'll figure it out during the race to give him that sort of penalty. But I'm sure nothing will go wrong in that regard. I'm so excited.
Exactly.
TK, the one thing they can't do is get a safety car early on.
Well, I think they can't get a safety car full stop if they want to try and stop the Alfa Romeo driver. They have to work as a team effectively the entire pack here to try and pull away from Shanaka when he deserves that penalty. Don't give him the opportunity to get back in this race.
Yeah, exactly, because like you ain't stopping this guy. Like those times are nuts, and I feel like he probably was trying, but do you know what I mean? It's not like he's in PSGL against Yarno and Ron Hart and everyone else having to do his bet. Like, you know, it's just a kind of fun night for him. I feel like even with that, he still just demolished the field.
I'd love to have it on board with him when he was doing that hot lap, but he was probably there just driving with one hand, having a drink with the other, having a nice casual stroll round into Lagos. There was no pressure on the Alfa Romeo driver there at all.
Ah, I do love it. As we see, we've been waiting for players. Hopefully everything will work with that regards. Let us know if anything's going wrong with the lobby, but I think we're going to be all right. I'm sure they'll all just be choosing their setups and yada yada, that kind of stuff. I'll keep an eye on it for you guys in a minute.
Marshall Snake saying he thought there was Q2 and Q3. Oh no.
No. Short qualifying. I can't get these people for any longer than 90 minutes. Come on. Right? Oh, as we're on to the race. Here we go. I'm so excited for this. I can't see the lights going yet, but...
Fine. Formation laps on.
Oh, is it? Oh, formation laps on. Cool. Hey! I knew that. I knew that.
We were all with it.
This was planned. And Shanaka's just...
taking the esports line. Developing new lines as we go through the first few corners. Smithy in chat still saying, waiting for TK to race with F2 cars. He got scared. I'm not scared. I will race you with the F2 cars any day. But yeah, Shanaka just getting his tyres warmed up, starting on the hards. An interesting call there for the esports driver.
Yeah, that's quite interesting, right? I mean, I suppose he didn't want to waste a set of softs at the start. I mean, hey, he knows better than we do, right? I guess.
Well,
but,
yeah.
But you know, there's a few people who have adopting the hards as well. We're seeing Safso on the hards. Okay, Infratic-wise, mediums, Alex Gillen, mediums, Rob, mediums, F1 Alex on the mediums, Taco on the mediums. A lot of the creators choosing the same thing, I've actually noticed. But GB down the bottom, starting in 19th, is put on the softs.
Yeah, and Snevy, don't leave the session. You'll be able to retake your car when the race gets started. It won't let you do it during the formation lap. That's, again, a lovely feature of F1 23 that we're on. Shanaka, and is this Alex Gillen again, having another battle before the race? It is. I trust these two to be having a little bit of a tussle before the race even gets going.
I love it. And TK, I just love that you know this stuff as well. Like, thank you. How do you know that you can't join your seat in a formation lap? When does that become relevant? I've never needed to know that.
I
guess now.
I assume it's not intentional. It is one of these lovely features that we have during F1 League racing, and unfortunately, I've commentated on a fair share of these features. So just a weird bit of knowledge I have.
I love it. Sebi, TK, would you be able to get Sebi back in? He's actually already left, unfortunately. But Shanaka DNF from that, so his tyres are now cold again. All the wear's gone. As far as I'm led to believe, that's what happens, right? You get just reset back. Your tyres will be cold. He's going to be starting this. I'm so excited for this. Berserk Gunter also DQs as well. We'll be on board with Shanaka for the first few seconds. We'll see him fly off to the distance, and then we'll be looking as we have our 5 lights nearly off. I can't wait. Let's do this. And he's done it. There's a bunch of people done it.
Infratic jumps the start as well. No one told him that Shanaka was going to go early, so the Ferrari driver will have to serve a drive-through down the center S as they go, changing positions left, right, and center as they head through the mid-pack. Rosberg up in position. F1 Alex has bottled 2 positions off the start already. Freddie's up 1. Berserk Gunter's down 2, and they're going to go 3 wide down here towards turn number 4. It's all carnage and chaos. It's not bumping and bashing if it's racing.
Love it. Tackleman and Rob getting very close to each other there. I love that Shanaka and Fabio both have taken the drive-through penalty. Very funny to see. Alex Gillen going for the move on Safso, gets the inside, makes it done. Very nice. That was a tyre difference as we have a yellow flag at that back. I'm not too sure who it is, but we're looking at GB. No,
it's all wrong.
Oh, I hope it's not been too chaotic for him. Obviously, something bad is what happened there, but if anyone's going to get back into this race easily, it's going to be GB, but he does look to be struggling a little bit. We'll find out what happened to him a little bit later. If anyone can let us know, please do, as we have a fight for 12. Freddie and Sevi very close to each other, but Freddie makes that move done.
Yeah, drivers starting to take their pits, but it's Infratic. His afternoon's gone from bad to worse, unintentionally jumping the start. And then he gets a 5-second for speeding in the pit lane. The Ferrari driver taking the Ferrari strategy and really not having a good afternoon so far. And it's only lap 2.
Yeah, exactly. We see F1 Alex quite close, maybe making a move, and Rosberg is looking for it, but probably not at this moment. We'll be hoping to make a move. We see Alex Gillen moved into second place. He's fast. I'm very curious to see if he can just hold this lead, but we have Shanaka back out on the track. He's right behind GB now. Now he's hunting down GB. Now GB said to me, I was chatting to him, trying to get him into this event. He said through some tracks he would only be about half a second slower, but on other tracks maybe a 0.8 per lap second slower than Shanaka. It's time to prove this. Can he keep him behind?
Well, even 0.8 of a second behind is respectable for an esports driver. The Alfa Romeo really starting to line up moves here on the Aston Martin as they head through the second sector towards the third and final sector of lap 2 here. But I think GB could be a little bit undefensive as Shanaka locks the rear tyres and just gets a little bit caught up. This is allowing Shuriken and Infratic to join the party. And as long as this bunch of drivers stays together and causes carnage among themselves, this could wreak havoc for Shanaka's plans.
Yeah, exactly. We see Berserk Gunter going up the spots as well, just getting in front of Sevi. But GB, I think... Oh, he's off again. We've literally... Sorry, that Shuriken is off in the Williams. I'm not too sure what happened there. Something must have happened. Maybe it was just a driver error. But we do see Shanaka into that 17th place. But GB's making the move. I'm sorry, we're getting some weird camera angles here from the game. Please give us something else. There we go. Right to the top, right to the edge. GB and Shanaka. Who is going to win this?
Well, it's GB around the outside again on the Alfa Romeo driver. He got pushed wide in turn 4 there. Up to the top of the hill they go, and I think he has to see the position this time around. But definitely maybe questionable tactics from the esports driver that time around. We saw it with Verstappen and Hamilton in 2021, and now we're seeing it with Clay and GB in 2024.
Amazing, amazing. Hey, you get to the top for a reason, don't you? Let's jump on to Tackle Man. He's good. He wasn't too sure where he would fare up in this sort of lobby, but right now he's doing good. But Rob in front of him might be trying to make a move for fourth, nearly going around the inside. Decides to cut back. Freddy gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Raging for you, mate. As we see a bunch of did a bunch of drivers come in and pit? No, it was just Freddy. So Shanaka moves up to 16th spot. Rob looking for that 4th place.
Yeah, at the front of the race, Alex Gillen's got past Snakey to lead this race out there. And the driver that was on provisional pole got that 5th place grid penalty for, let's just say, a light tap with our esports driver. Finds himself once again in the lead of this race. But Safso, not far off his heels. Neither is Rob El Takaman. I mean, F1 Alex is in the mix, but we'll ignore him for now. GB's retired. Oh, no!
No!
What's happened here?
I have no idea.
This could be a safety car. And it is! It's a safety car!
Oh my god, we'll find out what happened with GB, but it's just, everything's just went wrong for GB. I feel so sorry for him. I don't know what's happened. We'll talk to him later. We'll see what happened. Oh no, it's heartbreaking. We've lost our first creator. And Shanaka gets a drive-through.
Well, was that intentional, do you reckon?
I mean,
I know he likes to play the games here with some of our drivers. Do you reckon that's maybe a little bit intentional, just to spice things up a little bit?
I mean, maybe. Is it going to be that good? I guess so.
We have a driver coming into the pit, so Sasso, Craigie, El Takaman, 3 of our drivers heading into the pit lane. And maybe to the hearts to see out this race.
Hey Totem, GB lost it into the wall, battling to stay with Shanaka. Unlucky. Do you know what? Unlucky. I hate to see it so early on, but you know what a great guy for jumping into this event. We had no right to get people like GB to come into the event on our first ask. What a legend. Hopefully we can get him back for the next one because he's so nice. And privately over the last year, it's kind of helped me out a few different times with some good advice. So what a legend of a guy.
Amazing stuff. GB is one of those guys that will always have my respect, even if I do accidentally call him GB86 sometimes on the Creator Series broadcast. But he's a nice guy. We move past that. Just worth noting that Shanaka actually got held up in the pit lane by his teammate Sevi Jr. So he does find himself still in P17 in Fratic and AERL Freddy, the only guys behind him. I'm just going to call him Freddy.
Yeah, I go with Freddy or I go with... That's how I can say his name. But look, I'm looking at the movers and shakers of the grids. Obviously, Shanaka's down 16 spots because he took the drive-through. But Shuriken is down 13 spots. Shuriken has had a rough race. So is Fabio and Fratic down 13 spots. But do you know who's really doing well? Glue in the Haas up 9 spots. Berserk Gunter up 9 spots. Manitou Snake up 8 spots. Rosberg up 8 spots. And Alex Gillen up 6.
Yeah, some of the drivers really being able to make the moves here in this race. Just a warning for the chat, bad dad joke incoming. Glue's really been able to stick it together so far.
I hate myself that I laughed at that as well because that was so bad. But you know, you got me. You got me, so well done. Talking about Glue, coming into the pits halfway during a safety car. Very interesting, but maybe decided to just wait. I've seen this with Glue. Sometimes Glue maybe will go a little bit later, take the hit now to hopefully come back better later. But I don't know. I don't know what has happened. But Shanaka will move up to 16th.
Well, interesting that El Tacoman actually came into the pits who was in front of Glue here. So maybe he was not wanting to get caught up. He maybe took the estimated guess that he wouldn't get held up as much if he waited a lap, then came into pit. And I think he's right. He's still out in front of Infratic here.
Whoa, I love to see it. But Fabio, with Fabio, we either see some of the best driving we're going to see, or we see him bend it into the wall. I'm not too sure what we're going to see tonight, but I'm feeling good. Like, his qualifying time was kind of banging. Like, he was up there. He's just had a bit of bad luck, but he can really put the pace in.
Yeah, Infratic's been one of those drivers that will sometimes have wheel issues, sometimes have skill issues. But actually, when he links up his driving, I love you really, Infratic. Please don't hate me for the amount of stick I do give you sometimes on broadcasts.
Oh, I forgot. I've got a safety car screen. Say hi. Hi.
Yeah, no. Oh, hello.
Hello. Sorry. I forgot we have a safety car screen for this.
But as much as he has those bad days, he has so many good days where he can really link up the laps. And I reckon we'll see him. I reckon he could get on the podium from P18 here. Yeah,
cool. Awesome. By the time I got the safety car up, the safety car's coming in. So bye. Let's do it. Alex Gellin will be starting us off. What's it going to do? Is it going to be fast? Is it going to be slow? If I was him, I would probably get it done as late as possible and really bunch this field up.
Yeah, he's going to go right probably as we cross the pit entry line. That's my assumption here for the Rebel driver. We've got Shanaka Clay pulling off to the side here, letting everyone through. So he really wants to start from the back.
There we go. Yeah, I couldn't get to him there. I don't know. Oh, he's going for the drive-through. He was waiting for the green flag. We'll jump on Alex Gellin. Yeah, that's awesomely big brain. Alex Gellin first. Can Snakey make a move? No, Alex has had a great start off. Already a couple of tenths off, and they both lost Rob a little bit. We have Havoc jumping down the spot. Oh, and Havoc's been done. He's fucked into the wall. He's got damage. He will be, I'm not too sure what that was. The wall, that won't be another safety car, will it? Hopefully not, as we've just seen Shanaka coming back. Let's move on back to Koi. On board with him, and Manitou Snake getting very close. He gets a 5-second penalty for corner cutting.
Yeah, not exactly what he would have wanted there. The Williams getting eaten up as round the outside goes Safso. And Safso on a real charge here. Koi is going to be his next target in the AlphaTauri team. The Italian Brethren is currently what stands between himself and P7.
Oh my God.
He looks around the outside. The outside becomes the inside for the Ferrari driver. A little bit of a shove, a little bit of a love tap. But Safso gets the move done.
Yep, definitely. I'm on board with Arrow and Taco Man getting very close to each other. Taco Man keeping that 10th spot, but there's been more of a crash. Sevi has lost out on spots. WHF Arrow has lost out as well. We have seen 2 collisions of contact this lap, and there's not been another safety car. We're very unlucky. But do you know who's getting closer? Shanaka. He's now caught up to the back runners after just 1 lap. It's lap 8. He's got, what, 24 left to go?
Yeah, he's got a lot of laps left in him. DRS will become available as they start across the start-finish line. I believe this time, or actually next time around, I believe, to start lap number 9. And the more he can keep within DRS range of drivers in front, so he'll have to start picking them off kind of one by one. He's got 24 laps, but only 16 drivers to pass. And if he can do 1 a lap, this could be a win for him.
Yeah, that would be mad. And we see the top 3 very close to each other. Rosberg just a little bit off, but trying to get back into the fold. But if he doesn't watch out, these 3 are going to just keep DRS on themselves. He's going to lose out. F1 Alex is struggling to get into that DRS as well. But Safso is doing very well for himself. But Alex Gellin is putting a little bit of a mark on this. He's half a second up now, and he's saying, do you know what? Bring it on.
Well, you say that. He's still got Snakey and Rob very close behind him. Snakey not being dropped by the Red Bull driver at the moment. But Alex Gellin on those medium tyres, so hoping to make the advantage work for him. Snakey on the hard tyre has stuck with him lap after lap, and DRS becoming enabled now. This could be a race lead for Snakey after the next straight here.
Yeah, I guess you could be right, but what we've seen Alex Gillen do is be able to take tires to ridiculous levels. Like yesterday in the Creator Series finale, I think he ended up just doing a one-stop. Oh, Shanaka Clay with a 110.5, making his way up the pack already in 16th place. Has about a couple of seconds to catch up to Manitou Snake, some of our community drivers, but if they keep slowing themselves down, then he's going to just catch up even faster.
Well, indeed, Shanaka setting pretty much qualifying laps in the race here on the medium tyre. It is absolutely insane. We've got a real pack here for P7. It's Freddy leading Craigie, leading Berserk, leading Emphatic, and then Koi and Shuriken in the mix as well. Glue trying to hold on, trying to stick on to the back of this pack as we head through 4P7. But Emphatic getting really caught in the mix. I'm never going to apologise for these jokes. They are elite.
I love it. We actually seen one of the drivers fall to the back. It may have been Taco, actually. Let me just double jump on. I think Taco had an incident. He might have spun or he might have had contact with someone. We'll find out a bit later. But Emphatic very close, trying to get into that 9th spot. Emphatic and Gunter, two of F1 content creators that we will love. If you don't know who Berserk, Gunter or Emphatic are, both incredible F1 content creators, and just so happy to have them here fighting very hard. But Emphatic gets that 9th spot and is almost flying away with it. Maybe it's time for the hards to kick in now.
I think you're absolutely right. We're coming to that crossover period in time, and the hard tires might just be having that little bit extra grip. Berserk Gunter dropping a couple of positions further back as the Williams tries to go down the inside. Shuriken making that position up. A little bit of a tap from the AlphaTauri as well as Koi tries it round the outside. To the top of the hill they go. And the Aston Martin just defending fair, but the inside dive now for the AlphaTauri. A fantastic move by Koi.
Oh, I love to see it. He just went for that, didn't he? And Gunter will have to say bye-bye to that spot for now. I'm sure he will want to come back. Snaky, not been able to make a move on Alex Gillen yet, but might not be trying to. Maybe just trying to harvest that battery. Maybe we can get a wee sneaky look. No, he's got a big fat helmet. Unluckily for him, but we do see Alex's wheel where we can get some information as well. He's doing okay. He's not lost too much.
I'm further back at the moment on board with the House of Blue as Alex Gillen does get past for the lead of this race. Snaky up into P1, but Blue gets past Berserker, and he might actually be a double overtake here on Koi Fall down into turn 1. He's got one move. Can he make the second one stick through the NRSs?
Oh, and we have an issue that might be the Alfa Romeo of Sevi right at the back, having an unfortunate race. We'll definitely be wanting a safety car at this point. Glue doing well in 12th place. Good on you, Glue. One of our community drivers that we love to see. By the way, guys, if anyone ever wants to get into these races, all you need to do is just be a part of the community, join the Discord, and you'll be the first to know about any of these things. As Craggy gets the overtake done on F1 Alex, those medium tires starting to struggle a little.
Yeah, they really are. F1 Alex really starting to struggle on the mediums. He started on them lasting 11 laps so far, and we'll probably start to see the hards come in. They're on about 27% wear, according to my data. And that normally is when you see that first kind of drop off in terms of performance. They pick up a little bit again, and then they'll drop off again around 50%.
Yeah, do you know what I'm loving seeing? That we have now 5 drivers in the fight for the lead now. Like 5. The Rosberg and Safso have been able to catch up. I'm not too sure if they use DRS or not, but they've both been able to catch up now. Really interested as Alex goes for the lead of the race again. Maybe they're just switching DRS. No need fighting right now. Let's jump on board with the man of the hour. He's in 14th place now, and do you know what? He's making good progress. He's on those medium tires, 7 laps old. He's still setting fastest laps comfortably, and yeah, like without a safety car, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but if anyone's going to be able to do it, it's him.
Well, yeah, absolutely correct. It's there's no rain expected here as things stand. Worth noting, though, Rob, the Alpine driver, has the fastest top speed in terms of straight line speed at the speed trap. So the Alpine, in that battle for the lead, just holding on. But Shanaka Clay goes down the inside of Berserk Gunter here at the top of the hill. He's just making these positions look so easy.
Well, at that part of the track, I'd be terrified to make a move, but he just goes for it up into 12th spot. Now he's staring down the back of Glue, and I'm just saying, especially these community drivers, if you get Shanaka Clay behind you, it's going to make you drive differently. I guarantee you're more likely to make a mistake.
Yeah, as soon as you see that Alfa Romeo on your rear end, to quote Jeremy Clarkson, a lot of poos shot out.
Oh, Rob literally almost off the track, maybe? Oh, and Rob and Safso have a little bit of contact. Unstop Rob, our latest F2 Creator Series champion, and Safso, one of the F1 Creator Series drivers. They will be facing each other next season as we have a yellow flag. Is that Taco Man? No, it's not. It is one of our community drivers. It's Arrow. He has spun as well. Very unfortunate as Glue and Koi are going for it as well.
Yeah, just managing to hold on at the front of the race. But Koi, like you said, battling for those last of the points paying positions. Shanaka Clay goes down the inside of 2 of them. What is going on? He's looking for a third on his teammate as well, who just pulls off the way. Sevi Jr. just getting a little bit caught up. 10-second penalty for himself as well. But Shanaka now in the top 10, getting past Glue. Glue couldn't make it stick in those points-paying positions. Koi just had to concede, unfortunately. And now, only about 4 seconds splits our esports driver and pretty much the rest of the grid.
It's mad. And this is the toughest 4 seconds, right? Because if you can get this 4 seconds down, the jump between 8th and 7th is about 2 seconds. It's not as bad, but Freddie getting into 5th place as well, going round the inside of Rosberg, and the McLaren gets that done easy. Yeah, like, if this is Shanaka's biggest challenge, if he can get this done in the next sort of 4 or 5 laps, and give himself maybe just under 20 laps, I feel like this is going to be quite intense, even without a safety car. This is going to be close.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see. I reckon he could make it if he just keeps on the pace at the moment. I was looking at his onboards, just briefly mentioning that Shuriken get past Infratic. A fantastic side-by-side battle here at the top of the hill. He's gone for the switchback as the Williams driver. I think Infratic just has the better pace. Yes, he does. Ferrari staying in front. And actually, Infratic, a driver we mentioned earlier, didn't have the best start to this race, but really starting to link up the corners.
Yeah, definitely. And just going back to Rob and Safso, they're having a battle for the ages. This has been going on a couple of laps now. I know they're all close, but I feel like everyone's starting to slow each other down. Look at the drivers. They're starting to catch up. What we seen a few laps ago was 3 cars in a situation to win this, but now we've got all the way to basically just in front of Infratic. The top 7 are very close to each other.
Yeah, I think these guys, I don't know how much cycling they end up watching. They've got to work like a breakaway peloton. Have the guy at the front who doesn't have the DRS just move to the side. Let the DRS runners go through, slot in behind, and take that slipstream back and use the next DRS zone. That's how they've got to work together here. If they don't, and one driver starts to defend, Shanaka will really be on their rears before they are aware of it.
Yeah, exactly. And Shanaka, going to Shanaka, is now that gap. That gap is under 2 seconds. He's already got in front of Glue, staring down Shuriken, and at this rate, he's going to be at Infratic in maybe 2 laps.
Yeah, Infratic's had a really fab race so far, heading up into P8. He's 3.8 seconds off the McLaren partnership of Craggy and Rosberg. But yeah, behind him, Shuriken, and behind him, like we said, our esports driver, Shanaka, who looks rather racy today.
It's insane. I'm just watching his timing screens just go down and down and down. We're now under a second as we see Rob and Freddie getting very close to each other. Freddie, one of our community racers, very fast. Rob obviously fast enough to win the Creator Series F2. Snakey now taking the lead of the race on those hard tires. Freddie getting the overtake done on Rob, but here comes Shanaka at the end of the straight. Is now staring down the next 2 drivers. Can he get himself into 8th?
Yeah, I reckon he's got the move pretty much made. Has the Alfa Romeo driver. He's got the ERS and the DRS assistance down towards turn number 4 now. Ferrari of Infratic looking a little bit defenseless, but just holds on through turn 4. Down the inside, the Alfa Romeo goes, gets 1 position off Shuriken up towards turn number 6 now. And Infratic, the Red Bull cousin, the Ferrari cousin of the Alfa Romeo, the Italian brethrens, just looking a little bit scared here.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, how hard is Infratic going to defend here? Is he just going to let him go, or is he going to fight him to the death? As we see, he goes a little bit. Oh, he's been done. What a move by Shanaka Clay. What a move. He just totally baited him. That was awesome.
Yeah, and Fratic tried to go deep. He just locked up there, and Shanaka was just ready with the cutback, the switch back on the inside. A fantastic defensive move by Ferrari, but just not enough to keep the Alfa Romeo at bay. Just going back to the front of this race, we mentioned earlier, these guys had to work like a peloton to try and keep at bay, and that's exactly what Snakey and Alex Gillen have been doing at the moment. Snakey, you'll see, isn't burning ERS when they come down the start-finish straight. He just allows the Red Bull driver to come back around him and slot back in, and they are working as a pack now.
I love to see that. Like, well done to them as Craggy's getting in the fight. The two McLarens right next to each other. Then Fratic, though, gets the overtake down on Shanaka Clay. Okay, this is it. Is he going to be able to fight back? He gets that inside, now becoming the outside lane, and gets it done before that corner. But you know what? Fabio's not giving up here.
No, he's really not. The longer he can hold up Shanaka here, he'll benefit his teammates up in front. Maybe him and Safso having a little bit of a discussion, playing the team game. They're not in it for self-glory, they're in it for constructors' glory. But I think Infratic just doesn't have the rubber on those tyres at the moment.
Yeah, totally. Hey, if you give it your best go, right? But sadly, I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. Jumping back to the lead, Safso, he won the Creator Series in the first ever season. We forget that, well, we don't forget, but maybe sometimes we forget that he is a very fast driver, and he is staying right up there with Snakey and Alex and just biding his time as we see Rob coming into the pit.
Yeah, late pit stop there by Rob. He's getting off. I'm trying to find where his tyres are. 17 lap old mediums. So understandable pit stop there for the Alpine driver. Probably on. Wow, it's a hard call now. Probably onto the hards for himself.
Yeah, exactly. And this is probably going to say to some of the others up the top that it's time to come in and pit. He will be doing that undercut on everyone. Let's hopefully they don't slow each other down. Will Rob get out in some free air as well? No one's. We have Sevi Jr. has retired.
That's not a retirement in the pit. That's not a retirement in the pit. He's lost it through the center S's.
Oh, very unfortunate. I don't think we're going to, though. I'm sure the game would have given us by now, but very interesting. What could have been, right? Okay.
Sorry, I was just reading chat. It was a battle first, but we're watching an Alpine in the pits. And that is probably the best way to sum up how this race is going so far. Unfortunately, the Alpine's having a better race than in real life, as Rob will probably rejoin. We're expecting our drivers here, so third place, Safso, will probably rejoin in P12, just behind Rob. But no one's bit the bullet on this occasion. Alex Gillen potentially faked it there, but him and Snakey still working together.
Yeah, very interesting. But you know what's also very interesting? Shanaka Clay is now under 2 seconds away. That was a lead of 4.6 seconds. When we spoke about it, it was 4.6. Now he's could potentially looking at DRS next lap. Arrow with a 3-second time penalty. Safso very close to the back of Alex, but just deciding to stay in. Like, we now have 4 drivers. Look how close they are. It's anyone's race.
Yeah, this front pack again working extremely well together. They got a bit of a gap now to the McLaren partnership of Craggy and Rosberg. These two could really work together as both a literal and a metaphorical roadblock for the esports driver, trying to get through as we cross half race distance here.
Yes, this is great. I love it. But look at this. He's literally just done it. He is now officially in DRS. It's going to be the first time he's had DRS in a few laps. How long will Rosberg keep him? And then it's just, look, then it's just a 2-second gap. That's all he has left until he can be potentially fighting for the lead of this race. That is nuts.
Yeah, there was a mistake by Rosberg coming out the penultimate corner. Around the outside now is looking Shanaka Clay. He's not using ERS. This man is getting by on the drag reduction system alone. He looks around the outside, getting pushed right to track limits here by the McLaren. And actually, he's going to be held all the way around the outside. Deep goes Rosberg on this occasion. He tries to switch back. It's not going to be there. Through the center S as they go. He gets better traction with the medium tyres. DRS becoming enabled again. Down the inside on one McLaren. He's going to go on both here. Down towards turn number 4. And that's 2 moves on one singular straight.
I cannot get over some of these overtakes. That was right to the edge. I was terrified there. I thought one of them was going into the wall. But do you know what? Freddy's also trying to get that 3rd place off Safso, or maybe just deciding to stay behind. This is Shanaka's last 3 seconds. Like, it's only got 3 seconds to catch up now. I can't believe that we're 20 laps in and he is. I mean, the safety car definitely helped. Without the safety car, this would have been a lot tougher. But he's now staring at that front pack. Oh my god.
Well, you say the safety car hasn't really helped him, but of course he had that drive-through that he had to serve for speeding under the safety car, so it kind of neutralised that effect as well. He's come back from 2 drive-through penalties on this occasion. This man is on a completely different game. And as we see, I think of some of our front leaders heading into the pits. It is Safso and Snaky biting the bullet. So it's Freddy and Alex Gillen, the Red Bull partnership, up against the PSGL Tier 1 driver of Shanaka Clay.
That is awesome. Well, but I'm sure we'll see Shanaka come in again, right? 16 lap mediums. He probably can't take them to the end. So he's going to have to come in for a pit stop. And he's probably thinking, probably soft soon, you would think, right?
Yeah, he's probably looking for the soft. So is Alex Gillen in the lead. Gillen gets himself a 5-second penalty, so he just couldn't stick it well enough into the pit lane. But Freddy has a real big job on his hands. He's got to try and defend for Alex here. Shanaka has a lot to do, but he's got 2 cars to get past, and obviously the drivers that come out on fresher tyres, when he eventually pits, he'll have to do it all over again.
Yeah, exactly. Let's look at the movers. Freddy up 15 spots by now, but Watt does have those old tyres. Everyone's tired of getting to that stage. Snaky technically, sorry, Rob's technically could be net pole. You know, if he comes out, he did go for that undercut first, and that might actually work out quite well for him. Snaky in 8th place on those new tyres will be aiming towards taking them to the end, unless there's any safety cars.
Yeah, Red Dog Twin in chat saying Gillen and others are talking about rain in 10 minutes. We've got nothing on our system at the moment. ARO sets the fastest lap of the race, and it is Gillen into the pit lane then. I wonder if anyone's going to wait out, hope for that rain to come, and maybe wait for the inters. But 10 minutes, you're talking maybe a few laps left of this race.
Yeah, exactly. It might not be worth it, but we see Snaky making the move on Rob. Snaky does have those medium tyres, Rob on those hard tyres, as far as I'm led to believe. Let's confirm that. Yes. Oh, and Snaky into 6th place. Alex Gillen might be coming out right around the same time. No, he's not. He's going to be a little bit behind, but he is going to come out right next to Safso on that Ferrari.
Wow, that's a fantastic opportunity here for the Red Bull and the Ferrari. We don't often hear them working together, but these two, as creators, could be on the same page, actually. They're going wheel to wheel through turn number 4 here. There's no love lost between Alex Gillen and Safso, I fear.
Yeah, I mean, Safso's going to fight him to the end. They're both good friends, but they love to fight very hard in this game, and we love to see it.
Yeah, it's wheel-to-wheel racing for here. Alex has the quicker tyre. Safso has probably the better temperature within them. And just trying to stick together here. But Rob, in front of them, they've got the Alpine in their sights. They've got to try and get it up to him and catch him, then use him in a pack as Freddy and Shanaka both pit.
Ooh, okay, very interesting. We're going to stay on Rob, Alex, and Safso, who I think will be able to come out in front of them. They'll be on the newest tyres. How far will Shanaka be behind? I'm so curious about this.
I'm probably expecting about 3 seconds here. It'll be interesting to see as our drivers do cross the line. Rob obviously will inherit pretty much pole position, but Snaky in front of him. We're just trying to hop on board with Shanaka Clay as he comes out the pit lane. It looks like he had a bit of a slow stop. He's going to be all the way back. F1 Alex might be able to get past him here.
Okay, so this is it. He needs to do this battle all again. He has 7 drivers to get in front. He's got 13 laps to do it. Tires wise, he is on soft tires, whereas most other people... Oh, so is Alex Gillen as well. Okay, this is shaping up to be quite interesting.
Yeah, Alex Gillen and Shanaka both on the softer tyre. Shanaka, though, it's... Oh, no, I've read my graph wrong. I thought it said he was on 18-lap-old softs. He's not. He's on fresh softs. But the front two... Well... Craiggie's pit, he's on 18-lap-old hard, so he can go till the end in theory.
Yeah.
Rosberg hasn't pit yet. He has to pit.
You're completely right. He does. He's taking the lead of the race right now. I'm just seeing, Sevi, you can click on the rules and roles section, and you can choose your own role for the Can You Beat. Alex Gillen into 4th place, getting the jump on Rob. Rob with a weird tyre choice. We do see Snaky as Rosberg comes into the pit, sorry. Rob was an interesting choice going on those hard tyres, I think. But, you know, we'll see if he proves us wrong or not at the end.
Yeah, it was a tough call for the Alpine driver. He was on the mediums. He took them pretty much to bang on race distance, like half race distance here. So it was either he had to wait out a little bit, go onto the softs on really degrading medium rubber, or wait and go onto the hards a little bit early. It's what he's tried, but I don't think it's going to be the play here.
I love it. As we could just see in the distance there was Shanaka just hunting down Safso. 2.5 seconds left. Lap 24. Like, oh, and Safso and Rob are going for it neck and neck. Is this what we're going to see next season in the Creator Series? I hope we see some racing like this. Safso just nailed that move, and I think that's going to be tough for Rob.
Yeah, we have the two really fighting it out here. Safso, Alex Gillen and Rob all getting involved. And just behind them, you see the Italian flag on the tail of the shark that's chasing them down by the name of Shanaka Clay. up around the final few corners here. DRS, I think he's within range. That rear wing will become open, and down the start-finish line they go, chasing onto lap 26. 11 laps of racing here to go.
Yeah, I love it. As Rob is also going to stick it down the inside of turn 1. Can he keep it? Yes, he can. Him and Sapso are just slowing each other down because Shanaka is only half a second away. He's getting DRS now. Look at it. He's right at the back of them. He's going for it right now. Is he going to get 2 moves done in 1?
Oh, he's got it done into turn 4. It's not the first time we've seen him do this. It's a masterclass display here. Drink it in. You don't see anything like this. And it is a fantastic double overtake once again for Shanaka Clay up into P4. He's got Alex Gillen just a mere couple of seconds up the road. But I just want to have a moment of appreciation for Snakey. Finds himself in P2, chasing down P1. And a fantastic race he's done so far.
I mean, yeah, exactly. He can, he can go to the end on this. Like, really nice. We know he's a fast driver. I've seen him in my races before. He is fast, but this really is where you need to prove how fast you really are, right? And this is Alex Gillen's moment. This is his time. He rates himself a fast driver. How good is his defending skills now?
Well, we'll wait and see. I reckon it'll be just a couple more laps to go. There's still no rain expected on our radar, so it will be soft tyres till the end, pretty much. And that is another qualifying lap by Shanaka Clay, a 109.9. Sorry, 109 flat for the Alfa Romeo driver. So it's quicker than I think a lot of our guys did in their actual quali runs.
Yeah, exactly. It's mad. Snakey takes the latest read off of Craggy, who is still to pit, and Alex will no doubt be doing that very soon. But here comes Shanaka. Coming to sector 2. It's a tricky sector. This is where the pro is going to gain so much time on you. It's about having that maximum speed throughout the corners that some of us are just not able to do. These superhuman esports drivers seem to just be able to do it.
Yeah, somehow he's kept an insane amount of focus for 26 laps around this Interlagos circuit so far. Like we said, 10 laps remaining as they cross the start-finish line. But the Alfa Romeo really starting to charge down on the Rebel of Alex Gillen. And Alex, I fear, will be sweating from every single orifice at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to have the DRS now. We'll see what Alex is able to do. I think he has to try defend because, like, yeah, like, how are you going to be able to keep up with him? I don't know. But he's going to be going on there. No, he doesn't. He stays. He's like, I'll get him on the next DRS.
Yeah, Alex fortunately had the DRS from Craigie in front of him, so the McLaren saving the Rebel. How often do we hear that this time around? But Shanaka is still on the rear here. DRS for the Rebel as well. Goes around the outside of Craigie. Craigie then defends from the Alfa Romeo. Can he hold up Shanaka enough to allow Alex Gillen to get a gap here?
Yeah, exactly. We're getting so close, but Shanaka's up to 4th, 7th. Thank you so much for the raid there. Appreciate it. Rob gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh, but look at the Alfa Romeo around the outside. Just gets it done, gets that inside lane. Craggy could do nothing about it. Shanaka into 3rd. Alex into 2nd. Snakey in 1st. It's lap 27. I can't believe it. This is so cool.
Well, he's got just a few diminishing laps to get this race win. I think it's all but confirmed for the Alfa Romeo driver at the moment, unless we see a massive incident or a late safety car. That could really throw a lot into the mix. A few drivers heading in for a late pit stop. But down this start-finish straight, it could be a defenseless Alex Gillen. No DRS for the Rebel this time. And Shanka goes down the inside, but actually backs out of it.
Maybe just keeping it safe. Doesn't want to cause a safety car himself, right? Doesn't want to be responsible for anything, because that will just make a chaotic restart. But you know what? I just think it goes to show that even with going in the inside, they've been fighting hard and hard throughout the whole event. But Shanaka does it. It took him 28 laps, but he has now got in front of Alex Gillen, and now he's got 1 challenger left, our community driver Snakey. This is exciting. We have 8 laps left. Who's it going to be?
I reckon it could be a very close contest between Alex and Shanaka here. He said before the start of the race that he's feeling quick around this Brazil circuit. I just popped into a stream very quickly. And actually, heading through the S's and the twists and turns of Sector 2 here, he's just got to try and stay within DRS range. And even that is very quickly diminishing hope from the Red Bull driver.
It's just because, like, Alex Gillen is so fast. Like, if I'm in a lobby with him, like, I'm struggling to get anywhere near him. And then just to see, like, the actual, like, that top right, that top 1% of, like, what the difference actually is. You know, some people think, oh, I'm only half a second off esports. But see, getting that half second, that's ridiculously hard.
Yeah, Safso in the background as well, getting past Craigie up into P4. So the creators slowly starting to come back. Rob also not far off the McLaren. But with that penalty, could drop down quite a few. The other creators, Emphatic, Alex, and El Taco Man Berserker, really mixed in with the grid here, not having the best race so far.
Yeah, exactly. But Alex Gillen's staying with them, to be honest. Like, they're both catching Snakey at quite a fast rate. Shanaka's almost kind of just dragging Alex along with them. Like, as we're getting there, like, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. It's all still to play for. Alex just teetering over that 1 second line between himself and Shanaka. ARO gets himself a 3-second penalty. Yellow flags being thrown further back. I think that's for the Williams car of Marshall Snake by the look of it. A laps car these guys are coming up on. But Alex just losing out the DRS here. I don't think he's going to be close enough. And this could be inevitable for the race lead. Shanaka will have the DRS on Snakey here down the start-finish straight. The rear wing opens for the Alfa Romeo. The shark can smell blood in the water. Looks, his rear light flashing round the outside he goes. Not on this occasion though. We'll have to wait for the second straight.
Yeah, this is mad. We've watched it for 30 laps. This man give himself a drive-through penalty, then another drive-through penalty after the safety car came. I spoke to Shanaka and he was like, do you know what? I don't think I'd be able to do this. He didn't think he would be able to actually win this race with a drive-through, and he's came back and he's going to, at this rate, going to win it with 5 laps left. With 2 drive-through penalties. Genuinely, this pace is, as we see them both getting through one of the lapped cars who's having a bad day. Like, TK, what is this?
Well, yeah, we were speaking to him at the start of this event. He said, I'm hoping for a top 10. Anything better than that is just good points. And so far, like you said, as we cross the line, it'll be 5 laps of racing remaining. And he's pretty much going to take the lead of the race here. Those tyres not showing any signs of dying. But Alex Gillum, this is really interesting. He's within that 1 second again.
Oh, wow, he is, actually. Snakey's been able to slow him down. Oh, he might have just lost out as Emphatic picks up the 3-second time penalty. But Shanaka going for the lead of the race. Gets it done, ladies and gentlemen. It took 31 laps. But I asked these community racers and I asked these content creators, can you beat Shanaka Clay if he has a drive-through? They thought they could. Sadly, they couldn't with 2 drive-through penalties.
Well, don't hold your hat too long. It looks like the Mercedes going down the inside of the Alfa Romeo. Now Snakey takes the P1 back. It's going to be down the inside for Shanaka Clay, though, as they run up the hill once again, bumping and bashing through here. Inside has the Mercedes. He's just not got the tyres to stick it out. Contact between the two, and they both just survive.
Oh, but Alex Gillen now catches up with DRS. This actually isn't over. If Shanaka get any damage there, that might be his Manitou Snake retires. On safety car! No! Oh my god, what is happening? We're back on screen. What's happening?
Well, this is really interesting. This changes up the strategy here. I reckon we'll see every single driver that isn't called Shanaka Clay head into the pits here, onto a fresh set of softs if they have them, and everyone, literally everyone, is back in this race.
That is mad. This is the worst thing that Shanaka Clay wanted, but Alex Gillen is buzzing right now. He's like, yes, mate, don't get a 5-second penalty. He does it, as we're going to basically see everyone come in. I wonder if anyone will stay out and take lead.
Well, that'll be the interesting thing to watch out for. I don't think anyone is. No one's stupid enough to take the race lead, sacrifice themselves for the greater good.
Wait, what?
And, yeah, everyone into the pits here.
Wait, that seemed like a very long. Did he get back out in front? Well, obviously our cameras are a little bit crazy right now. Let's jump back on.
He is back in.
He did. What a great camera angle we're getting for that. Shanaka 5-second penalty, speeding in the pit lane. Unfortunate, but yes, Shanaka in the lead. Snakey second, Alex Gillen third. I cannot believe we get a safety car. What we're thinking, we're going to have 3 or 2, more likely 2 racing laps here.
Well, we'll probably have lap 32 and 33 under the safety car. So
yep.
34, 35, 36.
Yeah.
3 laps of racing action, 1 lap with the drag reduction system active. And Shanaka Clay, actually, he's got to build that second gap. Otherwise, he'll be a bit of a sitting duck down the straight.
That's the thing, like the good he's fast, but it does take him a lap or so to get away out of your DRS, right? So, like, Is he going to be able to get out in time, or will someone just be able, like batteries? I'm sure everyone will just be recharging. It's going to be full. I really don't know where this goes. How many cars are going to DNF in this last scrap? We have no points. This is a one-off event. We're just doing this to try and give you guys the most fun and something else that's cool on the F1 Twitch scene, just to try and bridge the gap between the esports guys and the content creators and the average racer that just loves to come on Twitch and race with their favorite streamers. Like, let's just see what carnage comes down, and I hope everyone has a laugh.
Yeah, really interesting. Still in the chat saying rain is imminent, but nothing on our system. It still says rain at 19%, no rain expected. So unless it comes in the next lap or so, which I cannot predict.
Oh my god!
A really interesting finish. It's
was it
become
doing?
overcast. People have gone into the pits. Are they expecting rain here?
I'm getting the tire information up, but they can't be. It can't be. There's only like 3 laps left. It wouldn't.
That's green tires for Alex Gillen. That is intermediates. This is going to be a finish to remember.
What is happening here? Like, is it really that? Is it really that bad? Like, let's get a driver point of view. Oh, wait, no, that was just a game. Wait, is that actually rain? I don't know.
I don't think it's raining yet. Nothing on my system says rain. Our weather system says it's dry. It says it's overcast. 20% of rain is what we're being told here in the commentary box. Huh. But it's gone up from 2% in just a singular lap. So I don't know how this is going to finish.
Like, it does look dry.
It does.
I'm okay, like big brains or fails. Like, that's what's happening here with Alex Gillen or Rob. They're either going to have one of the best F1 content laps you've ever seen in your life, going from 9th to 1st in one wet Brazil lap, or they're going to absolutely get eaten out alive here.
Yeah, we've got team radio from Alex Gillen saying, if you want to beat an esports driver, this is our only chance. But still, no rain around this Interlagos circuit. I don't think the safety car will come in this lap unless it's really late call from FIA race control. And it's still looking dry. No. Yep. There's rain. I see it.
You're right.
Coming. It is raining.
Oh my god, right. What does Shanaka do? What does he do in this spot? This is interesting. He kind of has to, right? He has to just kind of live with the choice, I think, at this stage.
And I'm gonna quote chat once again, Freddie. Game fucking on.
No, he's came in.
Shanaka's into the pits.
Oh my god! What? Everyone's in. Wait, Alex.
And Sasso.
Are you taking the leads? What
is going on?
That is big brain. That is like insane big brain, because Shanaka is in 4th, and now he'll probably keep 4th. He'll keep 4th. He's lost out 3. That's banging. Alex Gillen, Rob, well played, you guys. they fucking nailed that. Oh my god.
Bravo. Nothing on my system was telling me rain. Absolutely nothing. It was saying no rain expected, or on about 20% chance. What have they got that we don't hear? We've got weather satellites, we've got everything. Whoever their engineer is needs a flipping pay rise. That's
banging, isn't it? That's actually banging. Like, okay, yeah. That is like, who said in the chat, Red Dog, yeah, if you want to be an esports driver, it's your only chance. Well, do you know what, Alex? You've given yourself the best chance, because if Arrow and Rob fight like lions, there's a chance that Alex can definitely win this.
Yeah, Gillen's on board, the big brain, big brain.
Safso retired. Why?
He had a collision with Infratic. That got him a 5-second penalty. So I don't think he would have seen out this race.
Wow, unlucky for Safso. We'll see what happens there later on into the race. I cannot believe this, TK. What a race.
I have no words to describe. Safety car comes in.
Oh, wow.
What's a late call here from Milan. It will be Alex Gillen and Rob to take us away. Red Bull, followed by Alpine, followed by AlphaTauri, and then it's Shanaka Clay. What is going on here? The rain's coming down heavy as well.
And Arrow and Rob both have penalties. Arrow with big penalties, and Rob only with the 3 seconds. As I think Alex is off. He's off a bit early. We'll see if anyone's got the jump. Let's see with Shanaka. He's already nearly overtaken Arrow on those soft tyres. But as you can see, the front 2 got a little bit of a gap on that outside. Should be able to get around. Hopefully it doesn't get done by the car behind, as we have a yellow flag already. And it looks like someone spun. It was Arrow. It was Arrow who touched with Shanaka, and Alex Gillen's off.
Yeah, Arrow on those soft tyres, really not finding grip as the rain continues to hammer down here in Brazil. Shanaka up into P4, up into P3. Rob has that penalty to contend with, so he's out of the podium positions as things stand. It's only 3 seconds, so not too much concern. But if Alex and Rob can really play the cooperative team game here, hold Shanaka behind, Alex Gillen will just have to defend for 3.3 more miles around this Interlagos circuit, the Jose San Carlos pace.
That is insane. Shanaka's chat don't want him to let Alex win, so he's fighting as he goes down that inside. Oh, and he drifts around the corner. That is crazy. Into second place. It is a second in it. Alex Gillen has 1 lap. He has intermediate tires. He no doubt has most of his ERS as well. He just needs to push. This is it. As we start lap 36, TK. Oh my god.
Yeah, 36 of 36 as they cross the line. 3 and a bit miles to contend with. It's Red Bull versus Alfa Romeo now down into turn 1. Pretty much equal on tyres, equal on ERS, of course. They're not going to be worried about anyone fighting behind them. It's now a battle of setup versus grip versus courage in those corners. And down towards turn 4, they run for the final time. Round this Brazil track, it's Shanaka Clay. He's got the gap down so close. Gillen saying it's time for beans now. Down towards turn number 4. The time between the two drivers decreasing with every single passing corner, down to 4/10 now as they run up towards sector number 2. Turn number 6 here of this beautiful Interlagos circuit. Glue gets a 5-second corner cutting penalty further back, but it's still Shanaka down to 3/10 now. He's almost pushing the Red Bull through these final few corners. There is indeed contact between the two of them. Down through turn number 9 now. He's got to keep it cool, calm and collected. He looks around the outside. He tries the switchback. Down in turn 10. He's going to have the inside line for turn 11. Round the left-hander here. The Red Bull just holding the middle of the track. Shanaka tries around the outside. The final few corners. Turn number 12 now. He has the inside. 4:13, 4:14. Can he get the move done here? It's going to be straight line speed and straight line speed alone. And it's going to be a tie break. It's going to be a photo finish as they cross the line here. But Shanaka wins.
That is fucking mad. What just happened? 5 thousandths of a second between Shanaka Clay and Alex Gillen. And they just didn't give me the dream race that I wanted. What has just happened?
Oh my goodness, you asked esports drivers, you asked content creators, and you asked community members if they could beat an esports driver. The answer is no, but by only 5 thousandths of a second.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. That was just perfect. Oh, well done. I cannot believe what just happened.
Well, we all thought Alex was crazy when they pitted for softs a lap earlier than everybody else. It almost paid off for him. He lost it in the last traction zone. Shanaka managed to get down the inside. And it was a tiebreaker to the line. It was a photo finish in Formula 1. And this is pinnacle Formula 1.
Just saying, like, I know he was fast, but yeah, he still needed 36 laps to get it done with those safety cars as well. So fair play to everyone. Thank you to the community drivers for signing up for this, for having a chance to just race with these cool people. The content creators, amazing. Like, we'll hopefully get Shanaka in a minute to hear of his thoughts. We'll see if we can get any other content creators in for a quick interview, but we'll see. They're obviously very busy. But my god, Shanaka in first, Alex Gillen second, Snakey third, community driver. You won the community driver challenge, Snakey. Well done. Freddie second place. Koi, that is insane. You're an absolute legend, mate. What is that? Rob in fifth place, Taco Man. We'll see Rob next season in the Creator Series. He's going to kick some ass, I think. Taco Man, what a cool man in sixth place. Craggy 7th, Alex, F1 Alex, TTV 8th, TTV Berserk, Gunter 9th, Rosberg 10th, Corey Phil in 11th, unlucky mate, but well done as well. Shanaka in 12th, and a bad day for Fabio and Fratic in 13th, Havoc in 14th, Glue 15th, Arrow 16th, Safso, unfortunate with that DNF, we'll find out what happened later. Manitou Snake, Sevi Jr. 19th, and GB just, unfortunate for GB. Oh my god, TK.
Yeah, unfortunate for Blue there. He started the back, but he couldn't just hold it together as they headed through the Interlagos circuit. And I promise that is my last Blue joke for this stream. But yeah, photo finish, heading down the start-finish straight. If you told me right at the start of this race that Shanaka had to do 2 drive-through penalties, safety cars, wet race, and then there's only 5 thousandths of a second between himself and Alex Gillen. I would have told you you're crazy.
That was mad. Tiki, would you be able to do one last favour? You've been absolutely amazing. Would you jump into the chat and see if anyone wants to jump in for a quick word? And see if they're up for that, if they're still in the call. We'll see what maybe some of them have to say. We'll get Shanaka in a minute as well. Call you legends, I cannot believe that. Who do we have, Tiki? I can't see it this. Oh no, he's jumped in. He's cool. Right, let me get that set up for this guy. Oh my god. I cannot believe that. Let's go again, let's do another. Ah, Rob, you're so cool. You're so cool. I'm so happy. That just went, like, I couldn't have asked that to be any better, right? I just don't think I could have asked that to be any better, Tiki.
We have F1 Alex and Alex Gillen ready for a chat when you are ready.
Let's do F1 Alex first, yeah, then we'll get Alex Gillen in.
I can't drag people across.
Oh, I will do that. Let's get, where is it? Boom. Let's do it. Boom. Alex. F1 Alex, to clarify. How was that for you?
Oh, that was class. Mate, that was unbelievable. You've got the better looking Alex, just the slow Alex, unfortunately, at this point.
Nah, I love it. Fair play. How was it?
So good. I mean, I didn't actually get to race Shanaka at all. He's way too quick for me. But no, I had some good battles with Berserk and Taco and some of the Creator Series guys. But yeah, have we spoke about Alex Gillen, 5,000ths in the early intermediates? Have we spoke about that yet?
We are good.
Just once or twice.
Insane.
That was one of the coolest race ends I've ever seen.
Obviously, I didn't get to see it all the way down in P8, but you know, yeah, no, really good fun, bro. Really, really good fun.
Well, mate, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for jumping in. I hope you had
Not
a
a
bunch
problem.
of fun, mate, and we'll definitely get you again next
bunch
time,
of fun,
yeah.
mate. Let me know when the next one is. Next time, Shanaka's got to take 3 drive-throughs.
Yeah, maybe. Thanks, F1 Alex. Cheers, mate.
Appreciate that. Cheers, Scott. Thanks for your time, guys.
Bye bye. All right.
Amazing. So
I
from
took
one
that
Alex
one.
to another.
Yeah, let's get you. TK, what would you like to ask Alex again? We'll get him in to the chat. Alex, how was that?
G'day. Oh, what a race. What a race.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, 5,000s at the line. Are you joking? I couldn't. Oh, man. That's probably my one and only chance to ever beat an esports driver. And I get 5,000 short. Are you joking? But no, I can't complain because it was an absolute bang of a race. I mean, it was only possible with the safety cars and the drive-throughs and stuff. But even so, yeah, what a race. Thanks for putting this on, guys. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I thought when you pitted for the intermediates, you were crazy. All of my data was telling me no rain was coming. I had people coming in from your chat saying rain is imminent. I was like, no, it's not. We've got nothing on the calendar. And then it tipped it down right under the safety car. And it turned out to be one of the best calls I think I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I've never been happier to see spits of rain. Oh my god! I mean, but so my engineer was telling me like, you know, rain's any moment, it's imminent, sort of thing. So it was looking likely that it was going to be before the end. I think if the safety car came in a lap or two earlier, whatever it was, I probably wouldn't have done it. But it was like, okay, the safety car's got a whole other lap. That's another slow lap as well. So I've got time to box. Yes, I'm going to lose a load of positions here, but it could pay dividends at the end. I kind of do wish some more people stayed out on slicks like Shanaka. But I think realistically in the end there, it got way too wet. It would have been, he'd been many, many seconds off the pace. So it wouldn't have worked out. So they all made the right decision in the end. But yeah, definitely a slice of luck to pit when I did. But the engineer was telling me, the reason I did it is I decided I cannot beat Shanaka if it doesn't rain, because I had slightly used softs and I'm pretty certain Shanaka had fresh softs because he didn't qualify as much. So I was like, I cannot beat him on these current tyres. I may as well roll the dice. And as if I still didn't pull it off though. God damn.
Yeah, it was so close.
I can't get over, honestly, like when this was this idea was conceptualized, whatever the word is, I couldn't ever have asked for a better race. Thank you so much for jumping on board first off, but for obviously having fun. It sounds like you had fun, and yeah, maybe I'll evaluate the penalty for the esports driver next time, because yeah, it's a very hard thing to judge on a 50%. But you know what? You fought him to this last second and gave me personally one of the best race ends I've ever seen in my life, Alex. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, very assisted by the safety car. The guys were saying before the race, like, oh, you know, Alex, you got a good chance of beating him. I was like, no way. Maybe in a 25% distance race with a drive-through and probably even no safety cars at that point, I think that would be a closer race. So, like, He literally need. I don't know what he'd need. I mean, he sort of did have 2 drive-throughs, but obviously safety car affected, so effectively only had 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, these esports guys, man, they're absolutely rapid. I was about half a second off, which is more than enough for him to catch. And yeah, so GG's guys, thanks for the event, and GG's again to Shanaka. Awesome race.
Again, Alex, thanks so much for joining. It's been a pleasure having you. Thank you so much. TK, any last words?
No, just fantastic job, and hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Thanks.
Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers. Wow. Okay. And I think we have the man of the hour who said to me in a message chat like a week ago, like, is a drive-through too much? Am I going to be able to do it? What do you think now, Shanaka? Shanaka.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was very, very close to whether it was enough or not. I didn't make it easy for myself. I thought, maybe, the challenge needed to be harder, so I gave myself another drive-through out of, sympathy for everyone, obviously.
Thank you.
Obviously wasn't not paying attention at any point. But yeah, so yeah, obviously as Alex said, the second one wasn't as impactful. It definitely lost me some time with everyone sort of charging off at the safety car restart, but obviously not as damaging as the first one. But yeah, it was to finish the race like that. It was absolutely mental. You won't see a better finish to a race for quite a while, I imagine. In Brazil, I told you it throw up some variable races, and that's kind of what I was expecting. To be fair, I didn't expect it to be that close though.
Yeah, TK, what are you thinking?
Oh, just an absolutely spectacular masterclass there from yourself, just coming through the pack. Some of the battles you had with some of the community members and the content creators as well, just really showing the fantastic ability, just not from the content creators, but from the community members as well. It was really nice seeing them go wheel to wheel with yourself.
Yeah, it was a crazy race. A lot of hairy moments, that's for sure. It was getting very, very close at certain points, but I knew I needed to take risks to try and make up time. So yeah, I definitely put my car on the line, got away with it for the most part, and just about scraped it.
Honestly, Shanaka, I can't thank you enough for being the first driver of your sort of caliber in the Esports League 2 to kind of jump on board with us. It could have all been a massive bust. We didn't know when we were starting it off, but like, thank you so much for jumping on board, for being the one to kind of jump onto that invite, and for just giving us, honestly, one of the coolest races. It's not every day people can get into a lobby with like yourself, because obviously your times are all committed with esports leagues and all your PSGLs and whatnot, but to just take a night out and just to give my community drivers and these amazing content creators a night to remember, hopefully, like, I can't say thank you enough, mate.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. I know we've been trying to plan this for a while, and I'm sure it's been very, very stressful for you, but we finally found the moment, and yeah, it was a great pleasure to race against your community and other creators as well. It was a lot of fun, and I wish you the best of luck with the series going forward.
Honestly, thank you. TK, any last words?
No, everything from me, but yeah, massive congratulations, and thank you for coming along.
Thank you very much, guys.
Take care, mate. I can't get over that. I just wanna give me 1 minute, be all soppy. Community guys, my chat, my community, thank you so fucking much for watching, for supporting the channel, for getting us to a point where I want to do shit like this. I want to put in cool events for all you guys. Sometimes there's not enough space for everyone. I do really apologize about that, but to you guys, thank you so much for watching this. To the content creators, first off to Gareth Allen, who wasn't involved tonight. He was doing the creator series and the rally tonight, but he got me into the creator series, and without that I wouldn't have been able to get to know these cool fucking amazing people like we have, to be able to put on an event like this. I can't do it every time. There's a lot that goes into it, but I'm going to do it as much as I can, and we're going to have these cool events, because you know what, you guys are banging. And to have TK next to me, like, I got into the comms thing with this fucker right next to me. He was a legend. Am I pointing right? I'm pointing right. To have him involved as well for the first time, TK, I just have to say thank you so much for jumping on, man.
No, the pleasure's all mine, and massive thank you for inviting me onto this. It's been an absolutely incredible event, and I'm looking forward to doing more. Obviously, starting out in F2 with yourself, and it's so nice to kind of round that out into your own series now.
Yeah, I can't go over my gratitudes. Tackle Man with that raid as well. You absolute legends from around the world. We had Unstop Rob speaking French for the last few hours to his audience around the world. It's just been one of the coolest things. I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you. I think that's going to be it us for tonight. Get the word spread. Join the Discord, !Discord. Also, !TK, I think, or maybe it was the timer. I actually follow TK. Where are you? Please tell everyone to follow you.
I'm at the Mousemeister on 90% of things, or on Instagram, which I'm trying to raise as well. So Instagram at TK on comms, and TikTok at the Mousemeister. I'm trying to get to 1,000 so I can go live on there for behind the scenes stuff.
Fucking awesome, mate. Thank you so much for jumping on. To everyone else, if you want to have a chance of getting in the next event, I am already talking to my esports drivers for the next one. Hopefully, with how great a success this has been, the names are only going to get more and more important. Shanaka Clay was such a cool person to get for the first one, but who can I get in next? Let me know in the Discord who you want. I'm going to be working around the scenes. Koi, you legend for those 10 gifted subs. Bam, you absolute legend for that gifted sub. El Taco Man with the raid. Everyone that's came through from some of these amazing creator streams, thank you from the bottom of my heart. This has been F1 Scott's Can You Beat event. First option was Shanaka Clay. He fucked everyone. Who's going to get beaten next? Find out next time. Much love. Mwah. Peace.